Welcome to the Solemn YuGiOh channel where we discuss everything collecting and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, we are talking about why I sell certain cards. So on this channel, I very often show you all of the cards I buy and why I buy them. But sometimes you also need to sell, whether it's to lock in profits, de-risk yourself, or maybe to just get funds for other cards. There's a variety of reasons as to why you would want to sell certain cards. And so today I'm going to go over 4 of them that I'm personally selling currently, and so we can actually go over the reasons why. Now obviously this can also be a cheap way to get more eyes on the things I'm trying to sell. Oof, big brain. But so yeah, if you're interested in any, hit me up at MaximSolemn and maybe some will still be available. But at least I hope by giving you the reasons as to why to sell, I can better create perspective around both my buying and my selling patterns. Now the final reason to sell is because everything is in a bubble. Look, he's blowing the bubbles right now. The first card we're going over is this BGS9 Necro Face, first edition from Gladiator Assault. Now personally, I love Necro Face a lot. This card is even my profile picture on the Discord. If you're interested in joining the Yu-Gi-Oh! Investing Discord, link is in the description. And so I love this card a lot, and I actually feel that it's super cheap still, especially given how hard it is to pull these secret rares out of Gladiator's Assault, and beyond that, it's just hard to still be mint after all this while, especially because it was played competitively. Look at that secret. However, what's my reason for selling? The most important reason is I already have one being graded, and that card was minty AF, so I'm hoping that it comes back either a 9 or a 10, and so then I would have 2 9s. So I'm like, am I really gonna be sitting on this, waiting for my second 9 to come back to then sell it after? The only reason I even bought it is because I was impatient. I already had bought the other one before that, sent it in, and I was like, well, I really want my Necro Face. It's been here so long, I'm like, you know what, fine, I'll sell this. Even though I still think it's a beautiful, awesome card. And compared to all of the other stuff, it really hasn't gone up much. You know, when you look at LOB, MRD, MRL, and all of the other stuff that I bought around the same time, those have all, you know, 3, 4, 5x, and this one maybe what, doubled max? Overall, its biggest con would be that it's not a major anime card, so if you have to rely on people's nostalgia for anime, this card won't be it. However, for a player perspective, or if you're a zombie fan, this is definitely a really cool card. The next card I'm selling is Dark Magician of Chaos, and now this one's actually pretty funny because I bought it really recently. I bought it in December, it only arrived I think in January or something. I don't remember when I uploaded the video, but I think it arrived in January, and since then I've kind of just become sick of it, which is really weird because I like the card. I ran it back in the day in my competitive deck, or well, semi-competitive deck. It's the cover card of Invasion of Chaos and so forth, and I'm just like, you know, sometimes you wonder, which of my cards can I actually part with? And so I have all these slabs and I'm like, nope, can't sell, nope, can't sell, nope, can't sell, to attach to this one, nope, can't sell. But then this one I'm like, fine, I'm just no longer as attached to it. I'm more excited for my Chaos Emperor Dragon and Void of the End to come back than to hold this in my collection. I guess I also bought it kind of out of FOMO. I don't know. It is a beautiful card though. It is so cool. It's one of those buyer's remorse kind of cards. Luckily, it has doubled in price since then, so I'm still doing fine. So if I had to define this, it would literally be like, fell out of love with the card, which is sad, but sometimes it happens. Luckily, it went up, so I'm at least, you know, plussing while selling it. Next up, the biggest heartbreak one, we have my Toon Mermaid. Now, the reason here is funny. I actually have a friend who shipped me a PSA 7 for free, you know, just as a gift. And so I'm getting that in soon, it'll also be on a mail day. And obviously, I'm not settling for a 7. But the thing is with Toons, I'm also not settling for a 9. I want a damn 10. So right now, I'm in this awkward situation where I've got a 7, it's clean looking, so I look at it and I'm having a good time. But then I also have a 9, which is, you know, it's fine, but it's not a 10, and I want a 10. So if I need a lower grade that I can still look at, I've got a 7, and I don't have the best, because this is not the best. So I would like to sell the 9 and buy a 10, and then later, once I do get the 10, also have the 7. So the 7 is kind of like the placeholder that the 9 used to be for the 10. I never want to go a moment without having a Toon Mermaid. Beyond that, I do think that MRL is more risky. I've said this on the channel before. I feel like there was just a lot of raw out there for a very, very long time. I wouldn't be surprised if when we get a lot of the pop at PSA back, a lot of MRL is in there. Now, I might also be wrong, and maybe I sell this 9 and I regret it, and then I have to buy a 10 for way more than I thought I would. That's also possible, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. I personally believe that the MRL pop will be going up, and I don't think that I, will struggle to find another copy of this card, even though I love it. And again, I've still got the 7 to look at. And also, funnily enough, me telling you about MRL pop, I'm kind of being a really, really bad salesman. But that's okay. This channel, I like integrity and showing you everything. Finally, we have a Lob Blue Eyes PSA 8 Unlim. Now, this is original 2002. Look, the label says so. Joke right there. All the labels say so. For now, at least, they're gradually fixing that. Why am I selling this? Well, I've always been very open about the fact that this art, it's just not really for me. I don't hate it as much as other people do, but compared to the anime art, it's dog shit, I mean, and the anime art is tier 0, it's not even close, and it's like, oh, okay, tier 2. Also, it's Unlim. I've already voiced my concerns about Unlim. If you want to check out a reason that this is actually old Unlim, you can check out Gezi TCG's PDF right here. I'll quickly show you. So the thing you want to be actually watching for is, I'll quickly zoom in. See how the dot right here is about above the A. On the reprints, it's actually way further to the right. Another great way to check that out is actually checking the alignment of the word few. Basically, the words above tail are what matters and how they line up with the word tail. That's how you can see whether something is a reprint or not. But despite them now starting to properly differentiate between Unlims, I still just don't feel it. The thing with this card is I bought it early 2020 and then it didn't arrive for many months. It just got stuck in customs somewhere or something. It ended up coming back after more than half a year. I think 8 or 9 months. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, the riskiness of Unlim, the potential of a pop explosion in 7 and 8, all of that compounded makes me very willing to get rid of this card. Especially because the last sale on a PSA 8 Blue Eyes LOB Unlim was like $520, which is mind-blowing to me. Once again, I'm not being a very good salesman here, but I'm just giving you my reason as to why I'm perfectly willing to sell these 4 cards. I'm also aware that in giving you my reasons, maybe some of you who were first interested in the cards are no longer interested in the card. On the flip side though, the amount of people that have talked shit on me on my YouTube channel, going, well, I used to hate Unlim, but one day Unlim's gonna beat everything. Okay, prove it. Buy it. You can buy one right now. If you are so certain of Lob Blue Eyes because of all its beauty, if you're so certain of the PSA 8s never exploding, if you're so certain of the Unlims, here's a card embodying everything on this channel, and you can prove that I'm an idiot by buying it from me right now. And it might keep on going up, if this market keeps on going up, if we see no retracements, this will probably keep on doing fine. But if we see retracements, I do think that these kinds of cards will be where that happens. So these were my reasons for selling these cards. Hope you found this interesting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.